Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy end of the winter, let's hope. At least it wasn't as bad as last winter. So I just, hadn't posted anything since Christmas, and here we are at the end of February. I took on a little project. I guess you can kind of look at it, like I'm looking at it like I'm buying my tires and my shifter for my race car. But anyway, let me show you what I'm doing. I just got a friend of mine that told him I'd only do it during the winter because it's too dang hot out here to do it during the summer. But got a little winter project. Let me show you what it is. Okay, 55 Chevy. And, of course, my stuff's sitting here. Yeah, this is my buddy. Some of y'all might know him from around here, Lalo Rojas. He's the guy that drilled the holes for the grandstands out there in the racetrack that's getting ready to close. Anyway, he's kind of a good guy. He's got a drilling business, drilling water wells and holes for what do you call it, for the highway department, for putting bridges and stuff up. So he's a hot rodder. What it is here we're doing, he bought this car, I think from Scott Ball, I'm not sure, but I knew the guy that had it. I knew the guy that had it in the beginning. His name was Jimmy something, but it had a 12 bolt and leaf springs. Of course, everybody wants big tires and drum brakes. And he drove it around like that. It's an LS swap, got a beautiful Corvette LS motor, brand new from old Bill Redmond out there at Sarah Witten, bought the engine, transmission, and all the computer stuff. And so he wanted to, update it. And this one was 61 3/4 from the drums, where the wheel bolts up, 61 3/4. And he had a pretty good sized tire on it, and they were right up against the fender wells out here. As a matter of fact, if you look real closely, they just kind of grabbed it, tried to pull it out away from the tire, which it's not the preferred way to do it, but sometimes these guys just want to. You see, it's got a kink right there in the middle, but he's going to get it to the body shop, and they're going to straighten all that up. RJ Race Cars sells a 4 9-inch sheet metal kit, and we bought that, and I went ahead and put this together for him and got all the ends on it. Got the tapered wheel bearing ends. Mark Williams and a couple other people sell that tapered deal instead of the bearing pressed on with bearings pressed on with the the little rubber O-ring that goes around there. And this is a lot more forgiving. It's a lot easier to, everything doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but they go in real smooth. So put a lot of adjustability. The car was up real high, of course, cleared those wheels. And about a month ago, I put on tubular A-arms for him, the adjustable tubular A-arms, real badass, coilover shock and a spring, and you can raise it up and down. They got that thing lined up, and it's real good. So back end was sticking way up in the air. He didn't like it, and so anyway, I built this 4 9-inch. Plenty of adjustability. There'll also be plenty of adjustability on the coilover shocks. All that stuff. He bought a 4-link kit. Gonna be 4-link down here. So he had slapper bars, or what do they call those ladder bars? Slapper bars that I never did have them, but I forget what they're called. Well, they just go on the leaf spring. But anyway, I put this bar in the back for the front 4-link bars. The bars are going to be right here, and made a cutout for his exhaust. I got all that out of the way. I cleaned up all that too. That thing was a mess. He had one muffler going, sticking way back, and one up in the front, and they just adapted it to get it going. We're going to clean all that up. So that's what we're doing. It had a bar up here. Let's see if I can get in here and show you. It had a bar. Look at that. I don't know if you can really tell, but one shock. Where the old shocks were just stuck up in there. I couldn't get the damn bolt out of it. Well, I got this one out, but I had to cut this one off. was twisted up in there so badly I couldn't even get the darn bolt out. So I don't know what happened there, but anyway, my theory on all this, the new bar, you see it, the shocks, everything's going to hang from the front, and so you're going to see the back of the rear end if you look down under there without any obstruction. And so there's also provision for anti-roll bar if you need that instead of a sway bar. So I got all that up in there, and of course the pinion's going to be right down the middle, and I got some clearance. I'm just going to get the mufflers all squared back on there and probably turn them out the side and get that all done. I'm hoping the U-joint size is correct that he had in there. Not 1350s there, I think they're 1310. And I got a complete disc brake setup it got over there. I gotta figure out the bracket. I had to cut all this stuff off, get it all out of the way. It's a pretty neat kit. I forget exactly. PEM, that's that PEM engineering or something like that. Real nice, real nice. General Motors, what do they call that? Metric chassis disc brake kit with the emergency brake setup. So anyway, I got all that on there, and gonna get it all going. That's what I've been doing. I had it here a couple of weeks already. I'm getting ready to paint this. I had to yank it out. I had to put the hole for the vent, and it's gonna have a panhard bar. The way the kit came, these two top front bars were angling. They had the shocks at a drastic angle instead of straight up, and then this bar was supposed to go towards the frame, but and the brackets came for all that, but I'm not going to do that. It'll just run a heavy duty panhard bar over to the frame, and the shocks will be straight up and down. You can raise it and lower it. It's all up here in the front. And, when the car's going down the road or somebody looks up underneath it, they'll just get to see the whole rear end. Don't need a back brace. But, that's what I'm doing. And so, this will pay for some tires. I'll get four brand new tires and probably a shifter out of this right here. I want one of those tricky M&M Mark Mickey shifters. So a little closer, doing something, and that's finished. I finally, the water's all on. I bought towel racks and all that, but finally finished the bathroom in the back of the house. So I'm gonna start putting money back in this thing right here. But anyway, I think let me show you. I don't think you'll mind. Beautiful LS. Everything's nice and clean. He's got the drive line all going in first, and then they'll get after the body, but. Beautiful Corvette LS, brand new. All that was brand new. Computer system. Still got the battery up here and all that, but no, it's a slick deal. And I just don't normally do this kind of stuff, but I'm still 10,000 away from getting the car sitting on the ground, or race ready anyway. Motor sitting here. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just thought I'd show you. Got these bars on, paint everything. Once the weather gets a little bit warmer, I'm gonna shoot some paint on this. He didn't want to powder coat it, so I'll go ahead and just paint it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Hope everybody's doing good. Looks like some of y'all racing already. Points are going, and some of y'all are at the top. Some of y'all gonna be at the top after the next one. So good luck to you, everyone. Have a good rest of the winter. See you sometime at the middle of the end of the spring. If I don't see you sooner. Adios.